Bitcoin became one of the most attractive financial assets among traders lately due to its liquidity and fast movements, despite high volatility and wide price swings that made the asset very risky for investors. The value of the global cryptocurrency market touched a high of nearly $3.2 trillion a few days ago, adding to signals of its growing popularity. Bitcoin rose significantly during coronavirus pandemic when it acted as a safe haven asset on high uncertainty and hit highs above 60,000 back in 2021. The next strong boost Bitcoin received on approval of Bitcoin Exchange Traded Funds, so-called ETF, in January 2024, that marked a significant milestone in the landscape of crypto investments in the United States. Bitcoin hit new historical high at 93,500 versus the dollar last week, in extension of strong post-US election acceleration in past 2 weeks. The latest rally was sparked by Donald Trump's election victory, as investors anticipated strong support to Bitcoin from crypto-friendly stance of Trump's administration, as promised during the campaign. Surging demand for Bitcoin on its fast-growing popularity brings things into new dimension and raises the question whether the Bitcoin can become new reserve assets in the US. The following facts support this scenario. Trump is openly pro-crypto compared to Biden's administration's more cautious stance. Trump sees Bitcoin as a digital asset with enormous potential, not only for private investors, but also as a strategic asset for the country. Trump's administration may adopt Bitcoin as a fundamental part of national economic strategy. These signals have already impacted the market, resulting in strong rise in the Bitcoin price in the short period, when the Bitcoin rose from round figure 80,000 to round figure 90,000 level in just 2 days. Materialization of Trump's Bitcoin Act may signal that a revolution in digital assets might be on the horizon. To better understand the matter, we need to go back to history and see how the US treated strategic assets previously. Gold Reserve Act, signed in 1934 by President Roosevelt, made gold as a formal part of US Treasury reserves. Next was Bretton Woods Agreement back in 1944, which established the dollar as world reserve currency backed by gold, so-called gold standard. Finally, President Nixon ended convertibility to gold in 1971, which unleashed gold price as it started to freely float in the market, resulting in price acceleration from previously fixed price at $35 per ounce to around $800 per ounce in just few years. This fueled inflation and brought gold as a new asset to hedge against inflation. Since history repeats, something similar could happen to Bitcoin if Trump's Bitcoin Act becomes fully operational. It would establish Bitcoin as a strategic reserve and give it a similar role to gold. In such a scenario, Bitcoin price could rise well above current magic barrier at 100,000. Of course, there are certain risks which should be considered by Trump's administration. Bitcoin is highly volatile. Relatively unregulated crypto markets makes them vulnerable to price manipulation, and the possibility of large holders of Bitcoin strongly influencing the market pose significant risks which Trump's administration should take care of. Monthly chart of Bitcoin shows the magnitude of the movements since the cryptocurrency became very active back in 2020. There was a rally on coronavirus pandemic and subsequent strong correction before bulls regained traction again. Very significant was a rally in February 2024 when Bitcoin was up 44% after electronically traded funds were approved in the United States. The next very significant rally was around 30% this month after 5th of November result of US election and the victory of Donald Trump. The Bitcoin skyrocketed above 90,000 and hit new record high at 93,500 so far. Bulls are looking for a psychological and magical 100,000 level, which is now came already in focus. But if conditions continue to be favorable for Bitcoin along with the promises from Trump's administration during the campaign, Bitcoin can rally much higher. We have some Fibonacci projections on the chart, about 100,000. There is 100, around 102,000, around 110 and 122. So this could be easily reached if euphoria of following Trump's victory and expectations that the administration will apply new rules favorable to Bitcoin can boost the price significantly.